Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Houston Rockets.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
And so off the tip, it's New York. So the New York starting five. Starks in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Neal in at the two guard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
What a nice feed by Kobe that time.
San Antonio on defense. Starks outside. Now the pass to Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Lopez with the steal, and a fast break now for the Knicks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you count in rhythm for the jumper.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Neal.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. It's going to be Aldridge shooting. It's going to be on Freak. The Spurs shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That's good from here's San Antonio. Leonard attacking. Here's Aldridge, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Aldridge has got his first bucket of the night.
And now, your Spurs.
Rivers checked in. Green, no luck. Now Rivers. He averages about 5 points a game. And the basket by Starks.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Good on the shot. Aldridge's free throws good for Starks.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
The pass to Flowers to the wing on the left and stolen by Aflalo. Starks kicks to Aflalo. Drills it from outside. Aflalo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here's Anderson. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Starks outside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Outside Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Offensive rebound. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Always some entertainment.
First in steals, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
The Knicks making a switch here. Heels checked in, and that one's good. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact, and I'm not sure.
He hits the second from the line. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Three-pointer, and another three-point shot falls from Starks. Starks has got 6 here in this quarter.
And what a move, guys.
And both free throws good for Starks. Parker with it. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Houston. Knocked away. Starks with the steal. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Leonard against Lopez. Starks. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Spurs trail by 9. Left side, Leonard. He kicks to Aldridge. Adams against Calderon. The drive by Adams, and it's good.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this.
How many free runs to the hoop they got? Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And now, your Spurs.
Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Cole Aldridge. And New York with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in for Robin Lopez. Starks against Parker. Adams outside. That's tipped. And here is Anthony. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
But what stood out for me was, oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions, right?
Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some. New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Starks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
The Spurs have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. A dominating.
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and there's got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you at the table.
And now, your Spurs.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line. Whoa! Nasty.
They set the pick. Aldridge a screen. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Anthony. The kick out to Lopez. On the wing, Starks. Lopez a screen. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Leonard dishes to Parker. Just 4 to shoot. Good.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Lopez a screen. And he gets it again. Shot good from Starks. Starks has got 9 points now in just a second. Starks with the steal. New York leading by 22. Over to the left wing. Pass to Anthony. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And Aldridge sends it back. Parker kicks to Leonard. The feed to Aldridge. Outside Aldridge. Starks with the rebound. Starks has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lopez a screen. Starks kicks to Lopez. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Caspi, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Leonard. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Parker. Aldridge inside, Anthony on him. Aldridge's shot is good.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Starks kicks to Aflalo. Lopez a screen. Starks against Adams. Starks dishes to Lopez. And the shot is good. Lopez has got 5 points in the quarter.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Poked loose. And a fast break now for New York. And that one is stuffed right through.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout.
He's checked in for Hansbrough. Anthony comes in for Jones. Gary Neal's checked in for Jose Calderon. And Starks is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Starks, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Gary Neal. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. We've seen Aldridge playing a good game here. He has 12 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Both free throws good from Aldridge. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Starks. Lays it up and banks it in. Starks has got 59 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Leonard sets a screen for Parker. Leonard attacking, and it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Parker, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Tremendous output from Parker. He has 12 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't.
Good on the second free throw. Spurs trail by 20. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Unloads from 13. No good. In and out off the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Leonard against Starks. From deep, Neal. And he gets it to go. Neal's got 8 here in the quarter. Here's Parker. Pass to Leonard. Back to Parker. Clock at 4. Baseline jumper. And it's Kobe missing. The Knicks leading by 23. Leonard with the steal. Now here's Parker. Leonard on the wing. Wide open. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Aldridge.
In order to cut into this lead, I think one of the things they've got to do a better job of is crashing the glass.
Starks against Parker. Lopez a screen. Anthony, the pass to Starks. For 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
What an exhibition.
Starks outside. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Off the pick. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And the fans already heading for the exits. Clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
So no problem for...
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
As weird as this sounds, at this point, I gotta say yes. Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you feel everything coming off your hands is going in. I got to that point tonight, and I hope I can find it again sometime soon.
Well done. Kevin, a young man always looking for more.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin